Hey y'all, it's Barb here, longtime professional home care personal sport worker, union steward, and certified member and co-chair of the Joint Health and Safety Committee. This video is going to be about the upcoming flu, cold, and COVID-19 season. Back before COVID-19, the upcoming season would just involve a cold or a flu, but now COVID-19 will be endemic. What that means is it will join the ranks of all the organisms going around. That is, it will be local to the area. For example, the cold is endemic, the flu is endemic, COVID will be endemic. Ebola is not endemic to us. It is endemic to the continent of Africa or places therein. That's what endemic means. So I hope that explanation helps some of you who may not have understood what that word was. Remember, knowledge is power. I gird my loins with it all the time. For decades, I've always talked about the importance of washing hands frequently, not touching your face when you're out and around, and the importance of sunshine and fresh air. As time has gone on, the science has backed these things up. At the beginning of this, when I would say to people, hey, you need to wash your hands, don't touch your face, etc., they would say, oh, you mean I need to do these things now? And I'd say, you mean you weren't doing them before? Because before this, you could still catch a cold or a flu. Well, I'm hoping that during this pandemic, people have learned the importance of washing your hands, not touching your face until you've washed your hands. And now, of course, with this, it's also recommended to wear masks because it's been shown to help. It is not 100%. No one says anywhere that it is 100%. And the cloth ones, they're not proper PPE because they're not made to the standards the way proper PPE are, that is personal protective equipment, but it is better than nothing. And remember, layers are key because you'll have different size droplets carrying these things. The more layers that you have, the less can get through. Now, if there are any anti-maskers on here right now, I'm going to say talk to the hand because the face doesn't want to hear it anymore. You can just move along because I am not in the mood. I am no longer tactful. I've had it up to here with your crap. I am done. Ain't listening anymore. Zip it and leave. Now, when it comes to fresh air and sunshine, I used to say get your sun. It was proven later that your skin needs sun to manufacture vitamin D. As for fresh air, do you remember being a kid or watching your kids and they'd be out in the sun all day and doing all kinds of things and then you'd sleep like a baby afterwards? Yeah, fresh air. And I used to say open your windows in the winter every now and then when the temperature isn't quite bad. Maybe do it in an afternoon when it's not as cold and swap out that stagnant air in your house. Well, there's a link I'm going to try to include in the description here to a video the Japanese did, and they use lighting and cameras to show the droplets. The man tickles his own nose and sneezes so that you can see what happens, and then they open windows. 30 odd years ago, for me, it was just changing out the stagnant air. As I became more scientifically enlightened, it became, you can swap out anything that's hanging in the air too. I watched a thing by David Suzuki. If you're not from Canada, he's a science guy who had the nature of things. When he did on one of his shows, he talked about when you're in buildings or malls, from 3 feet to 5 feet is everything that everyone breathes out, all the organisms, whatever's in their breath. And buildings only circulate about 10% of their air, so that doesn't really get circulated out. So just think of that. When you open the windows to your house, you're changing all of that out. So that'd be a helpful thing. Remember, wash your hands frequently and well. Remember, between the fingers. I've said way back, studies showed that's the most neglected place. Don't touch your face when you're out and around. And when you're out and around, try to touch as little as possible. If you do find you need to touch something, like if you're going shopping and you need to reach for something, wear a glove if you like. But remember, either change the glove or remove it before you reach in to put your glasses on. Grab your wallet and pay. Because I've seen people do that. They use the same glove to go shopping. They're picking up whatever, and then they're putting it on their glasses, and then they're touching their wallet. So if you wear gloves when you're shopping, change them or take them off before you get your wallet and put your glasses on, because you're contaminating everything if you don't. And masks, again, when physical distancing is difficult or impossible, we are going to see the numbers go up. It's just what's going to happen. But we need to do the best we can to try to get this thing to die down, not die out, because it will always be there. Remember, I said it'll be endemic. So remember those things, as well as eating well, hydrating well, especially now with all the heat, and getting movement in, exercise where you can. So I want you to stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you on the flip side.